So I almost got kidnapped at Walmart yesterday. Yeah, I almost got kidnapped at Walmart. I love being a woman. So basically me and my sisters decided we wanted to get pumpkins and paint them last night. Normal Halloween activity. Just go to Walmart, get a pumpkin, get paint, and paint them at home. A fun little activity to do. Well, you know, creeps had to get in the way of that. Little freaks had to ruin that for us. So we drive over to Walmart to get the pumpkins and get the paint. And I parked next to a car that was running. Like, the car was on running. And there was somebody in the car that we parked next to. Didn't think anything of it, whatever. We get out of the car and we walk into Walmart. And as we're doing that, I look behind me and the car that we parked next to was now off and a guy was getting out of the car. And I remembered the face of the guy getting out of the car next to us. He was bigger, muscular, and was a scary looking man. Very big, scary man. But I'm like, okay, whatever. So we get into Walmart, we pick out our pumpkins, put them in a shopping cart. And then we start going down all of the aisles looking for the paint. We didn't know where the paint was, so we're going down every single aisle looking for the paint. And as we're doing that, I noticed that every single aisle we go down, that guy that I saw in the parking lot was in the same aisle as us. Every single one, he was there. So I was like, okay, that's a little creepy, that's a little freaky. And obviously, I was getting a little nervous because it's me and my sister, 3 young girls, like that we that's a little scary up against a big man. So we continue to walk down the aisles until we find the paint. So we go down the paint aisle, we're getting the paint, and sure enough, that guy is coming into our aisle once again. So as we're sitting there trying to pick out the paint, he's like walking closer and closer and closer to us. So I look at my sisters and I'm like, okay guys, just get whatever paint you want, we're leaving. So they just throw a bunch of paint into the car and we leave that aisle ASAP. And as we're walking out of that aisle, so is the guy right behind us. So we're going straight to self-checkout. As we're walking there, we stop to look at something. I forgot what it was. I think it was like a stuffed animal or something. We stop and look at it. And as we're sitting there looking at the stuffed animal, the guy who was behind us is now walking in front of us. And as he realizes that he had passed us, he turns around and goes into the little girl clothing aisle, which was right behind what we were looking at, so that he could get behind us again. And that's when red alarms were just firing off in my head. Because why is this full-grown man looking at little girl clothes? Like, I don't know, maybe he has a daughter, but like, that's weird. Like, that is so weird. So at that point, I grab my sisters and I'm like, you see that guy over there? He has been following us around the store. We need to go to self-checkout, get our things, and leave ASAP. And they're like, okay, let's go. So we go to self-checkout, and sure enough, that guy is following us to self-checkout. But it was weird because he didn't have anything. He had nothing in his hands, not a shopping cart, nothing. He wasn't buying anything, so why is he going to self-checkout? So we're sitting there scanning the paint and scanning the pumpkins, and he walks through self-checkout and goes out the Walmart doors. And I knew he was waiting for us outside of those Walmart doors. So I tell my sisters, I'm like, hey, he's gonna be waiting for us outside that door, but I have mace. I have mace. When we walk out of those doors, I'm gonna make it crystal clear that I have mace so he doesn't try anything. So we get all of our stuff, we put it back in the car, and we head out the doors. And sure enough, as we're walking out the doors, there the man is, waiting for us. So I get my mace out, and I put it, like, right here to my face, and I walk past him. We lock eye contact. Like, I'm telling you, we locked eye contact. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna attack me. He looked at the mace, walked right back into Walmart. Stay safe.